Marvel Rivals, a game I was very unsure about upon launch. I was convinced it would die early. It would become this cheesy cash grab, effortless waste of time. I'm willing to admit, I was wrong. I absolutely love this game. The problem is that it has 37 characters currently in the Season 1.5, and it's very hard to choose from those characters. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you try hard enough, you can use your favorite character in any elo. So the skill curve or how good the character may be doesn't matter to me. What does matter is how fun these characters are. That is what we're breaking down today. How's it going, everybody? My name is Corn Cramps, if you didn't know that already. And today, I am ranking, based on my opinion, every character from least to most entertaining. Today we are only covering tanks, or Vanguards, or whatever you want to call them. I intend to give you the most in-depth explanation that I can. This is my opinion, so just remember that before you come at me in the comments. I know it's coming, especially because I know that some of my opinions are going to be controversial. But let's go ahead, get right into it. So starting with the character I had the least amount of fun with, which may be controversial, at number 9, it's Thor. He feels clunky to me. He has a strong arsenal, and going Super Saiyan with Thor is really nice. And by Super Saiyan, I mean his ability. You're throwing lightning at people. And his variety, the variety that he does have, is very nice. But his ultimate is atrocious to me. I feel like I never get any value from it. It's very mundane. It seems easy to avoid. Like, I'll get a kill or a couple kills from it here and there, which is nice, don't get me wrong. But it takes so long. Like, he announces it to my neighbors, you know? He commands so much attention. It's like, it reminds me of Scarlet Witch's ult, just taking forever to develop. But it doesn't do the kind of damage that hers does. Not even close. I've never seen anybody get an insane amount of value with it. And he doesn't really strive in solo tanking at all, that's important to me. Because I'm inching on Platinum right now, and nobody wants to play tank. Very rarely do I get anybody that wants to play tank. Everybody just auto-selects DPS or Cloak and Dagger. Point blank period. Most of the games that I have played, I've been solo tanking with him, and he just does not seem to strive in solo tanking at all. I'm open to the fact that I just suck with him, you know? And it's hard to enjoy it when you're getting your ass kicked for 30 minutes, you know? It's just not great. There's not a lot of things about him in his arsenal that I find really rewarding. I prefer characters with good mobility and good options for movement. And being that you have a hammer and you're in the enemy's face at all times, you command a lot of attention, and I just always seem to get obliterated when I play him. Never have I gotten value out of the Hela team up. It's just boring to me, you know? I have a feeling the more that I play Thor, I may enjoy him more in the future. Like when I do another ranking for this in Season 2.0, maybe he's higher on the list, but I don't know. What I do know is that at number 8, I have Penny Parker. The epitome of busy for no reason. She has an arguably larger arsenal and variation to Thor with more movement options, and honestly could be extremely fun if her M1 ability wasn't just a non-stop pea shooter. There is always so much setup time needed and not enough given. Her ult is underwhelming and doesn't feel intimidating at all. Like when I hear "It's fighting time!" I don't even flinch. And when I do it to people, they're not threatened at all. The value you get from her in low elo is crazy though. People refuse to take out her spider nest and wonder why they die so fast. She counters divers well at times, and that's nice, but just boring. She has this tech I enjoy where she shoots her web or cyber bond to the floor, wall, ceiling, etc. And as you're in a gunfight, you just take your hand off the keyboard and return to where you placed the web. It gives her more mobility variety and is the most entertaining ability she has, in my opinion. Next on the list is a fan favorite, and I may catch a lot of hate for this, so yell at me in the comments. But at number 7, I have none other than Groot. Groot is very good. Probably among the best Vanguard in the game. I like mobility. His mobility in this game is terrible. He feels so slow. You just shoot, place wall, shoot, isolate, throw plant grenade, shoot. Your role as Groot is very cut and dry, which is a good thing, and I understand that. And the variations in the Groot walls is cool, the different ways that you can place them is all very nice, but it doesn't tickle my ADHD enough. Doesn't scratch my metaphorical balls. His ult is insane, and combined with other ults and other abilities, it can change a game, absolutely take one over. His personality is great too. The different dialogue and stuff that he expresses with other characters is funny, like the little debacle between him and Venom.
I am Groot. We are Venom. I am Groot. We are suddenly considering a plant-based diet.
And I absolutely love just getting in a lobby with Groot and watching him, or doing it myself, you know, shaking that ass. He's got little dance moves he can do, like placing the wall and then you cancel type shit. Just doesn't do enough for me to keep me entertained. I don't really like playing Groot that much. There's an opportunity for me to play tank, I'd rather play someone else. He's not my first pick. Not even my fifth pick, as you can see. He's at number 7. Now, from this point forward, I don't dislike any of these characters. I would choose any of these characters depending on the circumstances, so number 6 feels low to me, but we only have 9 Vanguards. At number 6, I have Captain America. His survivability and mobility are unmatched, and his team up with Thor is fantastic. I just feel he struggles, or I struggle, without the Thor team up, getting back to my cooldowns when I need him. He seems to be lacking in some areas, and currently I'm just not sold on him. You know, maybe with some more hours, I could enjoy him a little bit more. His ultimate is very underwhelming. I don't ever blink or flinch when I hear... Now, don't get me wrong. A good Cap can obliterate a backline and can force everybody's attention. His ability to ricochet or block ultimates is great, and I found out that Cap can also block the Thing's ult, as well as Magneto and Strange, which is crazy, and I'll show a clip of that right now.
If we don't stand up for what's
Just
right,
hold your shield.
who will? It's clobbering time!
No fucking way, bro. Dude.
It's absolutely bonkers, but I stand by it. Cap, as far as his entertainment rating, resides currently at number 6. Up next, we have an absolute menace. I fucking hate this guy when I'm playing healer. You know who it is. Number 5. Venom is great. I love playing Venom situationally. His team up with Spider-Man is amazing. No pun intended. His mobility is amazing. But poking people for 30 minutes is boring, bro. I wish he had more ways to attack that were viable. He has so much to offer, and all I get is... It kind of pains me that he just dives, pokes, maybe does his ult, which is nice, pokes again, heals himself, pokes again, swings away, gets healed, resets his cooldown, rinse, repeat. It's just kind of boring, you know? And I can't be the only one that thinks that it's just a little underwhelming. Like, him as a character is just a little underwhelming. Now, he's still fun. He's still good. He's quite good. Just a little underwhelming. I feel comfortable with Venom at number 5. Alright, at number 4, we have a character that absolutely will be higher in the future. Let's get right to it. Number 4 is Hulk. Hulk excels pretty much everywhere, and it feels like it. I love his arsenal, versatility, mobility, and mostly the fact that you can snatch people out of the air. It makes me feel so empowered just taking somebody off of the map or just snatching an Iron Man or a Storm or a Johnny out of the air. It just always makes me feel so good, and it's hilarious. My one real complaint with him is when you're turning back into Bruce Banner and the whole enemy team is standing around you like that Piper Perry meme. It feels so weak and deflating at times. I also just need more time with him. Like, I need to be putting more hours. He seems like he has a higher skill curve, and I feel like there's some things that are clunky, but it's mostly just because of me. And then throwing people around with Hulk's ultimate, like his Hulk smash ultimate, the ultimate that he gets after he's already Hulk. Anyways, it's outrageous. It's funny. The Jeff the Shark memes is super funny.
To say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows.
And I could see him eventually making it to number 2, number 1, somewhere in that area. But for now, I feel comfortable with him being at number 4 for me. Okay, now that we're in the top 3, thank you for getting this far. Consider subscribing and ringing that bell. I will be posting a video like this every Monday. I'll also be posting reels throughout the week, so stay tuned, and once again, thank you. Number 3 surprised me a lot because I figured he would be number 1 or number 2, but the more that I played Vanguard, he was just overthrown by the next 2. Number 3 is The Thing. Here's the thing. The Thing is amazing and took this game by storm. His mobility initially was hard to control, but as I've gotten better, it's just so nice. I love the fact that he can take a lot of divers' mobility away and how fast he can retreat or return back to his team. His voice acting is great, dialogue is great. My one complaint is his ultimate. And I know what you're thinking. Like, it's not a bad ultimate. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that it just feels like often misused. It's a lot easier to avoid if you're actually paying attention. And if you're playing somebody like I showed earlier in the video, if you're playing somebody like Doctor Strange or you're playing Captain America, Magneto, you can block those. And so playing the Thing in a game with Doctor Strange and Magneto as the 2 tanks in the game, potentially, I mean, you're pretty much countered right there. Your ultimate is void. It also seems pretty telegraphed, so it's easy for him to get him out of it. And being that he's already stationary on the ground, I feel like it's easy to interrupt his ultimate. That's my only real complaint. He's a 9 out of 10 character for me. The Thing resides at number 3. Alright, down to the final 2. There isn't much to say about number 2. One of, if not the best Vanguard and Marvel rivals, number 2 is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange just received a nerf to his health, going from 650 to 600. Also was slightly nerfed, I believe, to his team-up ability with Hulk. Still absolutely insane. One of the only negatives in his entire kit that honestly ruins him being number 1 is his 3-minute cooldown to his portal when you cancel it. Like, I don't know. Why is this in the game? Maybe someone can explain it to me, and please do. I just don't get. If I misclick, I'm just stuck without it for 3 minutes. Absolutely no other complaints. So fun, so many variations in his moveset, and the shoot melee cancel shield combo is fun, it's fresh. It feels different than any other Vanguards, and it honestly sets him apart. But that 3-minute cooldown on the portal when you cancel it is the only reason why he is not at number 1. Ultimate, absolutely insane, changes a game. The physical version of them and the after image can both take damage. With some ultimates, it causes you to do double damage. It is absolutely insane. I love Doctor Strange. Maybe he's a little too overpowered. I'm not sure, you know. His shield is outrageous. There's just so many good things in his kit. So many different variations of how you can use his kit. But that 3-minute cooldown just fucking obliterates him. Like the Thing just isn't as strong. The Thing would be over Doctor Strange if not for the fact that he's not of the same caliber of player. of hero, Doctor Strange would get knocked down more pegs if there was somebody that had the variation that he had. If there was more Vanguard in the game, I could definitely see him dropping on my list of entertainment just because of that reason. Done with the little rant. Doctor Strange is at number 2. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this video. Due to process of elimination, you know who it is. Number 1.
Fear Magneto!
Magneto has maximum aura. His variation and ability is unmatched. His ability to counter nearly every ultimate in the game is fucking nutty. Shielding homies while they're in the middle of their ults is nice, and shielding people to give them enough time to get healed, or shielding yourself, so that way you have enough time to get healed, is crazy. Now his movement isn't good, like at all, which contradicts everything I've said so far, but you don't need it. I love Magneto. He might become my main. His Scarlet Witch team up is absolutely crazy. Being able to shield her and her ultimate alone gives me a chub. But throwing beams of calamity at enemies with a giant sword made of construction material gets me straight to full mast. My favorite Vanguard in Marvel Rivals in Season 1.5 is Magneto.